And that kind of plays into this other thing. And this is what's been kind of making the rounds on social media. And there was another moment, and I wish I had a clip of it, where Trump was just, saying, yeah, we went in, we got him. The U.S. Marshals assassin, just went in on the Portland shooter, Michael Ryanel, and I would like to find a clip of that. That's something I would like to talk about more as well. With this part, where Donald Trump basically tells the Proud Boys, which is a white supremacist Trump-aligned militia gang, to stand up and stand by, or stand back and stand by. I don't know. But he just words came out of his mouth. And as we can tell here, and I'll look into this a little bit more after the clip, but yeah, this made the rounds. This made the rounds on on social media, and this is what people are talking about. Now, I don't think that this is the most egregious thing that happened. It might be, but I personally think some of the other bits, where he was just straight up endorsing and acknowledging the assassination of Michael Ryanel, and that just kind of went under, he just said more absurd stuff afterwards, so people forgot about that. But this definitely has implications outside of what we're being able to see. If you look at any YouTube comment section on any of my videos, you will probably see some of the psycho-adjacent folks that Trump is kind of activating right here. But you're just not going to see them unless you just run across posts like I'm about to show you. But let's just this is Donald Trump. This is Donald Trump talking about. Chris Wallace asked him to condemn white supremacists. And of course, that's too difficult for Donald Trump. He's incapable, uncapable, whatever the word may be. He is incapable of doing that. So this is what happened.
Criticized the vice president for not specifically calling out Antifa and other left-wing extremist groups. But are you willing tonight to condemn white supremacists and militia groups and to say that they need to stand down and not add to the violence in a number of these cities, as we saw in Kenosha and as we've seen in Portland?
Sure,
are you
I'm
prepared to
do
specifically
do it?
Well, go ahead, sir.
I would say almost everything I see is from the left wing, not from the right wing.
So what do you?
So this is what's really interesting, is that Trump did this several times throughout the debate, where it's yeah, I'll do that, and then instead of doing that, he just changes the subject to whatever he wants. Oh, you're asking me to condemn white supremacists? Okay. But I've seen more violence from the left. And then, it's off the mark. The train has left the station. It's just bizarre. And meanwhile, Biden was just present for this whole thing.
What are you saying?
I'm willing to do anything. I want to see peace.
Then do it, sir.
Say it. Do it. Say it. Do you want to call him? What do you want to call him? Give me a name. Give me a
white
name.
Supremacists and
Who would
right
you like me to condemn?
White supremacists and right
Proud Boys. Stand back and stand by, but I'll tell you what, somebody's got to do something about Antifa and the left, because this is not a right-wing problem. This is a left-wing. This is a left-wing problem.
This is the thing, is Trump was totally on drugs. I'm just throwing this out there. I actually think Biden was probably not on drugs, considering. I think he would have been on drugs, and then he was probably we can't be on drugs because Trump will fucking own us. Biden was very, very low energy throughout this whole debate, embarrassingly so. But Trump, I don't know, man. The energy that Trump has is so scatterbrained.
Right,
it's bizarre.
Stand back and stand by, but I'll tell you what. Somebody's got to do something about Antifa and the left, because this is not a right-wing problem. This is a left-wing. This is a left-wing problem.
White supremacists. Antifa's an idea, not an organization.
Oh, you got it.
Not militia. That's what his FBI, FBI director said.
Well, then you know what?
That's such a good area for the clip to end. Honestly, again, Biden did pretty well in that moment, saying yeah, your FBI director says the exact opposite of what you're saying. Isn't that interesting? But again, that's the problem, is what voter out there is going to be like, oh, well, Trump said it was left-wing anarchist Antifas, but Biden said that the FBI said the opposite. Well, I guess I'll vote for Biden now. Like, that voter does not exist. Right? And so these debates are really just a way for Trump to kind of signal boost specific things and to get messages to specific people. And that was accomplished very, very swimmingly with this Proud Boy thing. So again, I've got some tweets here. And this is a group chat of some kind. Involving Joey Biggs, which is one of, like, you know, he's one of the cringiest of the Proud Boys. He shows up at all these fucking events. And he's basically like, Trump basically said to go fuck them up. This makes me so happy. Standing by, sir. Like, imagine, like, you're in a group chat and you're LARPing like this. Like, I don't know, man. It's ridiculous to me. Like, it's almost as, if not more ridiculous than these fucking, like, tanky Soviet Discord servers. Like, this shit is fucking embarrassing. President Trump told the Proud Boys to stand by because someone needs to deal with Antifa, ... no space. Well, sir, we're ready. Who is he talking to? I don't know. But either way, there's more examples of them, like, adding this onto their logo. They're, like, selling merchandise and shit. It's really bizarre. And then you look at 4chan. And 4chan's reaction to this is a little bit more unhinged because they've got the whole, oh, we're anonymous thing. But yeah, like, you can see, like, all of the shit, right? Like, it's just, I don't know, some say it's memes, right? But when you see this kind of stuff, like, appear in a manifesto of someone that kills 50 people, right? I don't know. At that point, I don't think memes are really, like, I don't think that's part of the discussion anymore. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm buying the hype. Maybe I'm just taking this too seriously. I don't know. But I've got some videos here that kind of show what kind of people the Proud Boys are. These are the kinds of people, and this is just stuff over the past, like, few weeks. These are the kind of people that go to debates and just beat the shit out of folks. This is, like, one of the things that they do. And so you can make arguments that Antifas or people in Black Bloc have done problematic things, and I would agree with that. But the core difference here is that Antifas do not have a group chat where they, like, plot and organize to beat the shit out of people. Like, it's usually people being dumb in the heat of an emotional moment, whereas Proud Boys will literally pick up in their pickup trucks, drive across the country, and go beat the shit out of people in an organized and premeditated way. And that is the main big thing here to understand. And as Biden says, that the FBI director says, this is very important to reiterate. Somewhere around
It's
here.
a left-wing
white supremacist. Antifa's an idea, not an organization.
Oh, you got
That's important, what Biden said there. And I know it's weird that I'm citing Biden for the definition of Antifa, but hey, he's citing the FBI director, so I'll take it, right? That's important, right? Proud Boys are a collective organization of people that enjoy violence, that participate in violence, and that are there for violence. Explicitly, that is their purpose. Antifa is a political philosophy that people can organize under to create organizations based around that political philosophy. Think like, I don't know, the Libertarian Party of the United States. Are libertarians are like that's a political ideology that has manifested in an organization, right? Think of it that way. The Proud Boys are not. It's not a political philosophy as much as they might want to LARP it as, right? I know they don't masturbate unless they beat the shit out of a Muslim person or something in the rule book. I don't know. They've got some really weird rules, but that doesn't make them an ideology. That doesn't make them a philosophy. They're just a group of bizarre white supremacist thugs. And I know you're gonna say, I know that this is what, but there's some non-white people in there. Wow. You crack the code. Someone who's not white wants to participate and uphold white supremacy. It's impossible, right? It's not like under white supremacist forms of organization that there are token spots where people can, organize themselves while being non-white, right? The whole idea of white supremacy is not that it's only whites existing only. It's that whites are the rulers, like this country was founded on. People just want to be in that position where it's like, yep, I'm the good token whatever they are, right? And that goes for like trans people too. There's a lot of really weird, cringy, like alt-right trans people that are just bizarre. I've been interacting with them a lot more than I should. But again, this whole thing is just bizarre. It's bizarre, it's awkward, and this really just reinforces my belief that election day or election week or election month or election season or like election year, I don't know, however long this election will last, I think it's going to be violent, and I think people are going to get killed. And that goes for both sides of the spectrum. When you have Donald Trump saying that the Proud Boys need to stand back and stand by, obviously the reaction to that on the left-wing side is going to be to protect themselves and defend themselves and to potentially take armaments and to organize and to fucking, I don't know, like, it's a thing. It's like the reactions to the reactions. Like, Trump was put into a spot where he could have denied the divisiveness of this country, or at least he could have put it down, but instead he decided to fan the flames. And even people on Fox News aren't a fan of that, and I'm going to cover that in a little bit. But again, it's bizarre. It's bizarre. This is a weird time to live in. And I knew going into this that the debate would be fun. But holy hot tamale, was it a little bit more spicy than I was looking for. But I'm here for it. I'm here for it.